name's Megan. I am a gardener, and I run this channel, Meg's Garden. And yeah, so I am a landscaper, and yeah, it's now my season is over because we don't get too much snow here in Indiana nowadays. Here, at least in the central part. And yeah, so now I have downtime. I just finished my first season of being a professional landscaper, and yeah, I have some thoughts, and I want to share some things that I learned. So first of all, Bubby Mage. It's just Bubby Mage. Being cute. And yeah, so first thing I've learned is that, well, especially as a female landscaper, it doesn't really matter as much to the men, but bathrooms. You don't have a whole lot of bathrooms available. So if you're a female landscaper, you're either gonna have to get used to using gas station bathrooms, or I guess you could use a bucket, but I'd rather hold it until we can make it to a gas station on the way to the next job site or whatever. And yeah, that's just one thing. I've also learned how to drive really big lawnmowers, commercial sized lawnmowers. And yeah, it's really cool because I work with other female landscapers, and I guess not everybody starts out doing the same things. Like, I started out on the mowing maintenance team, so I've learned how to use the 70s, the 40s, the 65, all of those big commercial mowers, and yeah, so yeah, the mowing team is not for the faint of heart, I will say that much. The mowing team, as a female, like for me, I tend to work faster than the guys. So what they do to slow me down is they'll give me the heaviest equipment so they can keep up. And I definitely spent the majority of my first season weed eating with the guys called Guido. And yeah, I'm learning a lot of Spanish, but a lot of my coworkers are Hispanic, like be from Ecuador, Mexico, Cuba, Salvador, you know. But yeah, they call me Buela. My girls that I work with, they're like, hey, do you even know what Buela means? I was like, no, I tried to Google it, but nada. And they told me it means skinny white girl. So that's what the guys at work call me. And the girls, well, the girls call me Megan now that they know my name. But yeah, I'm making friends. I will say that when you first start, people don't really pay you much mind because a lot of people don't make it the first week on the mowing team. It's a lot of hard manual labor on the mowing team. So, yeah, keep that in mind. I've learned how to use different landscaping tools like edging shovels, rototillers, um, hard rakes, soft rakes, um, pruning shears, um, all sorts of stuff. Yeah, it's been. Bobby, lay down. Lay down and eat your bud. Do it. Good boy. Stay. But yeah, it's just been really rewarding for me because what I like about it is that you can see the results of your labor. And that's a really big thing that I wasn't getting in a office job, retail, stuff like that. Another thing is you, because it feels magical to be living and working as a landscaper. So I will say that, but you have to be a special kind of person because we work in rain, snow, heat, cold, fog, all the elements. And yeah, another thing you've got to consider is that you're going to have a lot of downtime from January to about March, April. So yeah, maybe consider passive incomes in your downtime. The cat's up there. She's the cutest. But yeah, you will have a lot of downtime. So you're gonna need to fill that downtime with a side hustle or file for unemployment or do classes and hobbies, just stuff to fill your time. And yeah, you're gonna have a lot of time on your hands in the winter. So maybe get like a part-time job or a full-time job just for the winter season. And yeah, that's something to think about. Another thing to think about is bringing your own lunch. A lot of the guys, they stop at gas stations for lunch, and it's better to bring your lunch with a cooler and your own drinks because depending on where you're at, like location wise, cost of living is vastly different from even like county to county. It's pretty wild. So to save money, try and get your lunch and drinks and snacks and stuff. Just bring it from home. Go to the grocery store. Bring your own lunch because it'll save you a lot of money. As far as like, because everything's more expensive, so like, I'm trying to cut costs any way I can. So, yeah, that's just something to think about. Something else to think about. You're definitely going to want to learn Spanish for the most part. Another thing to think about as a female landscaper is that if you don't have experience, you need to find a company that does commercial properties because they're more likely to train you because a lot of these small landscape companies, they're pretty misogynistic and they won't hire women. So keep that in mind as you're looking. And yeah, um, it's really rewarding. You learn a lot. It helps if you have a background in like nature related things, like in gardening in general helps. Like I know a lot about native plants, so that's an asset to my team because I can identify native plants and help people know what is growing in their yard, in garden, in woodlands, in creeks, and all the things. And I think my favorite part about being a landscaper is just seeing what Indiana has landscape wise. And it's such a beautiful state when you get out of the cities. Like, White River area, it's full of creeks and wetlands, and obviously the White River, and we've got reservoirs and forest and all sorts of stuff. And it's just so stunning. And it's even crazy almost to me because northern Indiana, it's got really huge hills and woodlands and ravines that go like basically up and down. And it's just so crazy. Central Indiana is pretty flat. It's well, a long time ago, Indiana actually used to be bogland, so it's all wetlands. And us, well, not us, but like settling and deforesting some of these areas have to drain our bogs created what Indiana is now. Because there's the southern part of our state and the central part of our state, they are more wetland oriented. So we have a lot of flooding problems in central Indy, and yeah, it's because our just what our state is. It's it's incredible, and it's been so rewarding, and yeah, it took me a while to like get on with the landscaping team, but I've never felt better since I started working professionally in the landscaping industry. And it just really makes me happy. Um, and yeah, that's all I really want to say in this video. So if you made it this long, thank you. Um, consider doing the YouTube thingies, like, subscribe, leave a comment. And yeah, I will talk at you later. And yeah, Bobby Mansions, bye. And yeah, talk at you later.